Hello readers, I'm REUBEN HEPPELTHWAITE and welcome back to Keep Reading, your channel for great book recommendations to help get you through the coronavirus pandemic. So we're towards the end of week 7 of the lockdown now, and I hope you've been reading some of the books I've recommended so far. If you click on the link at the top right of the screen, it will take you to my complete reading list. There are some great books there to help keep you going through these strange times. I hope it'll keep your mind active while we've all got to stay at home. This week I'm wearing my fur felt MELUSINE top hat. Makes me feel like maybe I'm going to the Epsom Derby or Royal Ascot for a great day's horse racing and a few glasses of champagne. Looks like we'll probably have to wait till next year now, as both of these race meetings have been cancelled, but I'm sure it'll be worth the wait. So on to this week's recommendation. It's a very engaging and poignant novel titled A Possible Life. It's by author Sebastian Faulks. Sebastian Faulks is, he's got to be one of my favourite authors. He was born quite near to where I live in Newbury, and he's written some epic novels. He's probably best known for his historical novels that were set in France, such as Birdsong or Charlotte Gray, and also The Girl at the Lion d'Or. A Possible Life was published in 2013, and it's a collection of 5 short stories that at first might seem a bit disjointed, but as you progress through the book there's a realisation of what the author is trying to achieve, in which Sebastian Faulks describes as the chance to feel your heart beat in someone else's life. He does this by subtly entwining the very different lives of the characters. The author cleverly creates a coherence between the stories by cross-referencing places, objects and characters, and this shows you how these very different lives overlap across time. I suppose it's a bit like a good album. You might have a favourite track on that album, but it's clear that the album was conceived as a complete entity. So I'll give you a quick brief taster of each story in the book. The first story is about an English school teacher, Geoffrey Talbot, and he becomes a prisoner in the Second World War. The next story is about Billy, who's a young boy who's sent to a Victorian workhouse in London. The third story is about Italian scientist Elena, who is trying to discover what makes us human. And the fourth story is about Jeanne, who's a simple French servant girl who's devoted herself to God. The last story is probably my favourite story in the book, and it's about American singer-songwriter Anya King, and as the author puts it, she has a voice that sends shivers through the skull. This novel is, it's beautifully written, as are all of Sebastian Faulks' books, but this one in particular poses a number of questions. Who are we? Why are we so strange? If we'd made different choices at key moments in our lives, might have we been someone else? Do we remain the same person all our life, even though all of the cells in our body have been replaced? Faulks investigates some big ideas in this book, essentially the nature of human consciousness and immortality. I think it's an absolute corker of a book. It's very moving, exciting and intriguing. It's highly recommended by me. I've got a few books that have been recommended to me via comments on the channel. So firstly, a shout out to Jamie Hughes, who recommended Lion Boy by Zizou Corda, and next was Dom Manton, who recommended The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama, and also a shout out to Barack Obama, who recommended Trump, The Art of the Deal. That's a turn up for the books. So that's this book recommendation done. Subscribe to the channel today for more book recommendations. Remember to hit the bell to turn on notifications. Send your own recommendations to me in the comments section. I'll be back with another recommendation next Thursday and another hat. So in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive, and keep reading.